Brandon and Danny Lauby. Be in action later on.
105.
Matt Campbell's made a good start. You just wonder emotionally, mentally, what effect last night might have had on Jason Brandon. A remarkable performance, thoroughly deserved his win against Bunting, but he's up against it here because Matt Campbell is looking at tops for a breaker throw. Impressive stuff from the Ginger Ninja.
And Nathan Aspel's been saying this week, and he feels this year is Matt Campbell's breakthrough year with some of the stuff he's been playing. Winning this again might be another catalyst for him to take the next step.
He has appeared in a couple of Players' Championship finals. But this is phenomenal stuff. And look at that, after 12 darts, he's sat waiting on tops. It's going to take a showstopper, and we're not going to get it from Brandon. And the Canadian, the #1 seed here, is a dart away from a 3-0 lead.
2 from 2 on the doubles. That's his first one missed. But it does not matter because he gets it next dart. And this is genuinely world-class stuff from Matt Campbell to start this tournament.
Credit to Brandon. Might have missed that dart in the last leg, but he's starting to up his scoring here. The problem he's got is that Matt Campbell's not easing off, although that last dart gives Brandon another shot here.
This is against the darts. This could be a way into the game for Jason Brandon. Double 14. 12 dart of his own. Top quality stuff, and Jason Brandon has something in this contest now. And he's just gone, that's what you need to do to win, is it? And he has matched it. He is playing at the sort of level Aspinall was playing against him last night. It is another brilliant leg. A trio of 2 treble visits, and Matt Campbell could wrap this up with a 4-visit leg. He is going to annihilate his own tournament record average. He's going to beat his own personal best on TV. This is a sparkling display. It's not going to be finished in this visit.
47.
Well, he's left tops, and he knows he'll be back. And Jason Brandon might well be throwing his last 3 darts at the North American Championships.
90.
Matt Campbell, wrap it up in style. The defending champion needs tops, and he hits tops. Tournament record numbers from Matt Campbell. Not much emotion from him, but inside he'll be bubbling just a fraction short of 104. 75% on the doubles. The defending champion is through.
Can't feel sorry for somebody. You're a competitor, you get on the stage, you worry about what you're doing and get the win done, and they can just time enough for sympathy, empathy after a match.
Yeah, for Stowe Buntz as a bigger picture, he's here not just to win this game, he's here to win this tournament. Wants to return to the Grand Slam, wants to go to the World Championship again. Yet to win a game at Ali Pali, beaten by Kevin Dukes a couple of years ago. Nick Kenny in the World Championship just gone. And he's taking control of this match early here, Buntz.
26, Stowe recording of 54. Saves on the second line, Snowballs.
Yeah, good clinical finish there.
Average up above 96. He's 2 from 3 on doubles. He's made a bright start here, Stowe Buntz.
125.
You know, you hear the thing sometimes as advice, play the board, not the opponent. Well, this is certainly one of those times you need to play the board, and he played it perfectly on that visit to leave double 19. There's a good start.
140.
Manages to dig out a 140. And you kind of feel the missed opportunity of last leg has just been a little too costly.
100.
Yeah, way back again. Jules.
60.
Battling away.
84.
Buntz has, apart from that last leg, this has been a good display. And there's 5 without reply. 12 down leg. Played in the World Cup a few weeks ago. Lost to Luke Littler last night. It's looking like he's going to lose here. So just take some time, hopefully get things sorted, then he can bounce back.
$43. $131.
Good tee up from Buntz. And we'll look to wrap things up here convincingly. Just a little glance into the crowd from Jules van Dongen. It's been tough for him, he's got frustrated.
45. So you require 54.
And that is a convincing display from Buntz, and the woes continue for Jules van Dongen. He on the break now to try and sort his underlying issues out, but that was a good display from Buntz. He's averaged around about 93, 40% on the doubles, and it's a rematch from last year's final in the semi-final. He will face Matt Campbell a bit later on. He's won here by 6 legs to 0. Coming up next, we've got Danny Lauby taking on Leonard Gates.
Certainly tonight it'll be incredibly loud in here.
Well, that is for sure. Near sellout. I think there's just a handful of tickets left tonight.
And it might get loud this afternoon yet, Mark, because there could be some intercontinental sort of action between Canadians and Americans, and I think I have an idea who's going to get the support.
Yeah, could potentially have 2 Canada versus USA semi-finals, potentially. That's not a bad visit from Leonard, but this would sting if Danny could get rid of this.
60. Leonard requires 76.
Just have that pressure, not to be the first to miss on your throw. Oh, really good to follow, though.
68.
Lost the line. You know, those little adjustments, it's really important to keep the line and just move very minimally.
Gets the treble. That leaves tops for a break. And that is right in the middle. And Danny Lauby reacts to the cheers of the crowd. Is that the first big moment in this match? 3 legs to 1. And Leonard Gates fluffed his lines and Lauby steps in.
Well, Danny's really having a good time here. He's only lost 1 leg so far in the weekend. He'd love to keep it that way, and he's looking to get a break here and then throw out for the win.
60.
The mood is gone of Leonard Gates there. He doesn't look like the fight's still there. He's to some resignation.
Well, he doesn't have to go treble 17 route, so he's just looking to leave a 2-dart combo. Leonard's getting frustrated here. He scored it again in that last start. No pressure at all on Lauby here. 62 then for a 5-1 lead. They go 1 away from a place in the last 4. Tops he needs. And he'll be back for 2 10s.
I talked about resignation, but that was a pretty good effort, just in case Danny misses this double 10 for the break.
He has been superb in that area of the board. And once again, he gets the target, and he's now 1 away, throwing for a place in the last 4. Jim Long or Adam Sevada away. Another tantalisingly poised quarterfinal to come. That'll be up next.
Well, here's a chance. It's not an outshot. Well, I was going to say, hit the 140, leave tops, and you're likely coming back. But a really good rally in this leg, sort of just went up and puff of smoke.
To do it in style. To do it in style. A place in the semi-finals. He had to go at double 12. Will he come back? Leonard Gates is running out of time here.
And you require 24.
So Danny Lauby now to move to the semis with another impressive performance today. And Danny Lauby does clinch 6-1. We've had 3 lopsided affairs, but it's Lauby that's the winner here. He really did look good, and he continued on the form he had from last night. He'll be looking to do so later.
Back-to-back 140s from Jim Long. I was going to say, let's give him a stranglehold this leg, but Adam Sevada is finally clicking into gear. First max from our final quarter-final goes the way of the American.
91. And you require 124.
Best leg of the match by some distance. But it's not going to be completed in 12 darts by Adam Sevada, and Jim Long's got a chance here. Well, he's asked what he thought it was 94. He got told it was 92. He threw it treble 16 anyway, which is not a sensible shot. But it may not matter because Jim Long should get a dart for the leg, and he's missed the big 20 entirely.
Yeah, that's careless. He's gone on the hunt for the second treble. Got to get the fundamentals, stay in that 20 segment.
Adam will require 44.
Adam's got to regroup here. Yeah, the facial expression, he thought he'd set it up. Still 2 darts at double. And he's going to need the both of them for a level game. And we have a level game. He tidies that leg up. And Adam Sevada bounces back with 2 legs. That's the dart you talked about, Dan, awkward. And again, that's what happens, you start chasing trebles around the board.
161.
Oh, what a setup that is.
129.
That is a beauty from Jim Long.
Just had a 15 dart leg. Potential 13.
97
for Jim Long here.
Jim, you require
and he's got
32.
time, plenty of it. But doesn't need it. Convincing holder throw from Jim Long. Halfway to the semi-finals.
He's not going to break that facade of Jim Long. He's going to remain very calm, even if this does get nervy. He never looks like he gets flustered.
100.
Doesn't give a great deal away, does he? Jim Long has worked hard to restore the 2-leg cushion. Doesn't want to gift it back to Adam Sevada here. Wow, big last treble.
34.
Sensible switch to the open bed.
61. Jim, you require 84.
Should at least get one at the bullseye from here. He'd love a couple at double 12. He'll get a couple at double 12. And his finishing is on point. 5 out of 8 on the doubles for Jim Long.
40 scored, 110 left. Double checking with a Russ Bray.
94.
That's fine. You can tell he's not sure at the back end of legs.
Thank you.
Well, Jim Long enjoying the crowd interaction, it would seem. you think of a time in your professional career, Mark, where the crowd, whether they're positive or negative reaction, has affected your game?
56.
Negative, I can.
Loads of that.
I mean, Paul Lim chance jump out, but generally,
Game shot.
well, we see Sevada tied up to 56. Jim Long just had a little laugh, batted it away. He's still in a great position.
He should be getting match darts from this point. He's already missed one, Jim Long.
Match number 2 when he really needed it, Adam Sevada. Gets him back in the leg. How will Jim Long respond?
65.
A real gain from that last start for me.
It does leave him a finish that does not require the bullseye.
94.
Again, that treble 18 for Adam Sevada. He keeps on finding it in the second half of this game. It could prove pivotal. Oh, follow it. Double 18 to win it with a 156.
138.
Well, he almost made me eat my words because I said he couldn't see any gain from that 25. Well, that was the ultimate gain. It's like you rightly said, Dan. The combination could have ended with a 156 finish, but he's going to come back at double 9. Sevada's sprayed into the 1. He's been spirited from 5-2, but he's just not done enough, consistently enough in this match, Adam Sevada, and those could be his last 3 darts.
Is it straight at double 9 for Jim Long? To seal his spot in the semi-finals. And Jim Long has won his first ever game at the North American Championship. It's taken the gentleman 3 goes at it, but he is through to the semis, and Adam Sevada, the 4th man on the CDC circuit, is knocked out at the very first hurdle. Jim Long completes the semi-final lineup. We have 2 Americans, 2 Canadians. Matt Campbell will face Buntz in a repeat of last year's final, and it's Danny Lauby who gentleman Jim Long will go up against next.
Equaled Matt's score once again. This is fascinating already.
140.
Well, Buntz, while he wasn't averaging 104 in his opening game, his 6-0 victory over Jules van Dongen, he wouldn't have been far off the 100 mark were it not for one bad leg where he missed a whole load of doubles.
Yeah, he was around 100 for much of that match, and really the need wasn't driving a high average.
56.
I mean, you can only sometimes perform as it's a reactionary thing as well, your performance at times, and
90.
if that's the case here, we're in for something really special, 100+ averages. And there's the tops to get leg 1 done in 13 darts, and that's 100+ average stuff.
$96.
Well, 96, but not nearly enough to really stave off this ferocious attack from Campbell.
Well, this is an assault from Matt Campbell in the early stages of this game, and it's exactly what he did to Jason Brandon.
134, match report 46.
Held in 5 visits to the board, looking to break in 4 visits, and that is textbook stuff. He's done it 2 games running now.
Third leg, Matt to throw first.
You spin it around, you try to, as a competitor, look at what you can do with what has happened.
98.
Make it work.
Find a treble. Still advantage Buntz in this leg. Can he find another treble himself? No.
Well, one thing about this is, we saw from the last match, if still Buntz can get himself back in here, into this match, he will get a lot of very vocal support from the audience.
130.
And he needs to get it started here.
Well, he's found a double, and he's found a break of throw as well.
117.
Just the wrong side of the wire. Even a single 19 would have got him to a finish.
which is relevant because Matt has a 6-start 2-2-7 opportunity.
95.
She's got to 1-3-2, which is fairly doable. One of the best visual outshots out there, if not the best.
It's a beauty when it works. Is it going to work right now? Match start missed by Matt Campbell.
87.
So treble 17. Well, it's 20 for bull or treble for double 5 to stay alive.
77.
And it's sailed.
Match required at 25.
To reach the final and for the 3rd year running. Double 8 for Matt Campbell. And the North American #1, the defending champion, makes a little bit of history at MSG. The first player to reach 3 consecutive finals of the North American Championship. Matt Campbell, another excellent display. Make no mistake, in New York this weekend, it is the Ginger Ninja who's the man to beat.
His layup on the 194. It's not bad, he's settled for that.
Yeah, 2-dart combo. And he's getting frustrated here. It's a good last start, but he's just getting a little bit agitated. His standards have not been as high in this game so far as they have been earlier on.
82 left.
46.
He'll return for 48 unless we can get rid of this 104. And there's an opportunity.
60.
Can't take it.
Jimmy require 48.
A bit agitated, Danny.
There he is. He took out a 104 in his win over Leonard Gates, but he couldn't do it there. Double 16 for a breaker throw. And Jim Long takes advantage of that Lauby miss at tops, and he leads by 2 legs to 1. Here at the Madison Square Gardens in front of this kind of crowd, and the trappings of success that would bring.
Thinking about his route, Jim Long.
130.
Even if he hadn't got the second treble 19, he was looking to leave the 170. He's left 1-3-2 already in this match.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
He may get a couple of visits here. It's getting a bit desperate for Lauby. He may not need a couple of visits. Look at this from Jim Long. And he doesn't need the 2 visits. And he points out to the crowd, but that's a crucial double breaker, smiling, so he should be smiling. In a leg that he knows if he wins, he sets up a final against his World Cup teammate, Matt Campbell. An all-Canadian affair, it's looking like, here at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, Danny will be back tonight to take on Luke Humphries in the US Starts Masters quarterfinals.
Danny require 142.
That's to stay alive then. Not going to go this time, so Jim Long may well get a chance to win it here and now.
Jimmy require 123.
One treble needed for the minimum dart of the bullseye. And that puts pay to that. He'll stay down there, try and force through in
29.
his worst visit to the match, that Jim Long.
And he require 52.
Yeah. Lauby won the opening leg of the match, looking for a second leg.
32.
And again, he misses the target. And again, Jim Long approaches the hockey. Knowing one successful visit will put him into the final here at Madison Square Gardens. Is he going double? He did, but he's missed the board. So Danny Lauby's getting more opportunities.
It would just be a holder throw, but keeps his faint hopes alive. And this time he can't hit the double 5. It's just not happening for Lauby. And a chance for Jim Long to wrap up this semi-final.
16 for tops then. To set up an all-Canadian final at Madison Square Gardens. Double 10.
Game,
And Jim Long
shot, and the match.
has made it
Jim
through
Long.
to his first ever North American Championship final. Disappointment for the American Danny Lauby. He'll focus on the US Darts Masters later on. But for Jim Long, he'll take on his World Cup partner Matt Campbell in the final, looking for his first ever North American Championship title.
He's really addressed that today. He's finishing at 50% for the day.
100.
Well, this is more like it from Matt Campbell, leaving a finish after 3 visits to the board. That's the sort of thing he's been doing all day. Was it just a ropey opening leg?
43, match record 161.
Is he going for it? He did. He had no need to do so.
It was a great effort. And the return to split that 25. Jim Long has got to chip away at this 2-2-1, hope for some mistakes.
100, match required 25.
Well, that's a 14-darter, and that is the Matt Campbell that we have been seeing so far today. So a couple of legs in, a couple of holds a throw.
He'll back himself to take the opportunities if he gets them.
Matt Campbell, his first maximum, his 6th of the day. Is he growing into this final? These two, of course, paired up together to play for Canada at the recent World Cup. It did not go well for them.
No, it was a group you'd expect them to get through, but didn't perform to their normal level. Certainly not to the level we've seen from them today. There's that pairs element that does
60,
have a lot of variables. It just didn't work out for the two of them.
Is he going to the 11s? Double 14 now. Proper start from Matt Campbell. The Ginger Ninja has arrived in this final. A poor opening leg, but 2 brilliant legs to follow. And it's exactly, take the first leg out, it's exactly what he's done in the quarters and the semis.
Match required 160.
Jim Long took out a 1-3-2 earlier on. This 1-3-6 would be some shot. Just dropping low. But Campbell may only be restricted to 1 dart to double here, and there's the setter.
Match required 74.
Treble 14 or treble 18. He's got a choice here. Beautiful dart. As is that. Clean, crisp 2-dart kill for Matt Campbell. And it's just keeping Jim Long at arm's distance.
In the blink of an eye, if Jim Long can hold throw, then break, he would become favourite. Does need to hold his end of the bargain in the meantime. That treble 20 with the last dart helps his cause.
Probably needs a second treble from here, Matt Campbell.
100.
He hasn't got it. Yes, he's left the finish, but it is a big one.
It's a finish that Jim Long almost hit in the semi-final to book his spot in this final. He sorted out on the next visit.
47. That's required 156.
Brilliant that from Jim.
This could be brilliant. He couldn't follow it. And he'd been following those sorts of darts all afternoon, Matt Campbell. Not on this occasion.
Massive for Jim Long. He's up to the challenge. He's back within 1 again. He's hanging on to the coattails of Matt Campbell here. Trying to G himself up with the crowd. Not having the desired effect, although Jim Long's got away with it because he's left the 1-5-6, which I mentioned earlier, marginally missed the clinch victory in the semi-final.
He's not going to take it out here either, but Matt Campbell has not put a big enough dent in his previous score. That doesn't feel a particularly big dent. It is a one treble combo he leaves. Matt Campbell has to be perfect in this visit. That's a perfect start. He couldn't find the two tops he needed.
97. Jimmy require 112.
A little bit nervy this leg. There's a lot at stake. Jim Long. 1-3-2 earlier on. Seam space to the right, and he can't find it. Yeah, he knows he's missed an opportunity in this leg. He was sort of wrestling the darts away from Matt Campbell, but from sort of 201 down, he hasn't forced the issue enough.
Double top's been very good to him today. And it's there for him again. That is vital.
That hurts, Dan. It hurts Jim Long. Last start, Long waiting in the background, waiting for his opportunity.
Now they're missing out on what would have been a third 180 of this final, Jim Long. Campbell's only hit one. He does get himself down to a match-winning shot.
To his credit, Jim Long hasn't gone away in this final. He's not played his best stuff, neither is Matt Campbell.
31.
And that
require 160.
is not a great leave, but it may be irrelevant.
Is it there? It was, and the winning dart is just high. Matt Campbell has missed the championship dart.
For Long to stay in this final, he's got to find a treble, and he can't find it, and it's Campbell's opportunity to retain the title. One match start missed already.
He does not miss again. Matt Campbell is the king of the continent. The Ginger Ninja goes back-to-back in New York, New York. He is so good, he's won it twice. The Canadian #1, the North American #1, is North American champion once again at Madison Square Garden.